The poor boy's exhausted from all of that.
That was just my interview he's exhausted from, I think. But
So Jari Matti holds the lead. You're 17.7 seconds now, so Auger has eaten into that time. Obviously, Mads Osberg still continuing to extend his third position over Mikkelsen.
Martin Prokop retaining 7th place despite that huge moment in there.
Yeah, we will change the car a little bit, obviously, to suit a bit better for the second pass, and we will see if we make the right thing.
So you know where you lose the time?
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, we were pushing quite hard all the time. On the first one, I mean, Jari did a really good job. I was not driving too bad, but I think he took a really big risk and attacked very hard on this one, and he managed to make quite a good gap. But yeah, that's how it is. Like I always said, of course I try to come back and fight for the victory, but I'm not the one who take 110% risk, and I'm just pushing, but never crazy.
I went to Montelano. I took it carefully in the beginning. I had a good rhythm, really good rhythm. But then on around 20 kilometers, there was one hairpin where I felt I lost the power, and I noticed that the engine temperature was around 120, and I was a bit worried with that. But then carrying on, it was cooling down. But then 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers later, we got the red warning saying engine temperature is 132, 134. Red warning means you really have to stop. I turned the ALS off, and I was prepared to stop. I thought that's it. Engine is damaged, radiator is gone. I turned the ALS off. Mikko went to the road mode. Basically, I was thinking that where I need to park. But then I just looked at the dash, and the warning was gone. There was no warning anymore, and we were basically cruising. But then at the same time, when I started to look at the dash, we nearly went off because we were on the road mode. There was no power to go to the corner which was coming up, and I couldn't relax anymore. I couldn't get the relaxed driving for the end, but we managed to finish the stage. That's the most important thing.
They did manage to finish the stage and hold the lead. It was down to a faulty sensor. There was no overheating with that engine, which was a lucky thing for Jari Matti. Join us then for part 2 for the second running of both stages from the morning. Welcome back. 2 more stages to run on WRC Saturday. Again, Monteolia and Montilerno. We go back into the 60 kilometers, which caused a fair bit of drama in the morning. It was about to cause some more. But before we get to that, let's take a look at 2 of the cars that are making their World Championship debut. We've got the Peugeot 208 within the WRC2 in the hands of Carl Kruder. And we've also got the Citroën R5 in the hands of Sebastian Chardonnay.
Kruder actually yesterday running right at the front of WRC2.
Chardonnay in 3rd position at the end of day 2.
On this rally, in Rally Sardegna, we have this big opportunity to test for the first time in the race conditions our new DS3 R5. It's a first gravel rally for this new car, which is we hope for future very soon will be one of the best products we can offer in RC2 category.
Sebastian, you have the opportunity to drive this beautiful new car. How is it?
It's quite nice. The car is getting really well. Driver 4-wheels car here is fabulous also on gravel. It's my first experience, so we need to learn a lot and make kilometers to have experience for the car and for me and also for Thibaut, my co-driver.
Do you feel a lot of pressure on your shoulders?
Not so much, because everybody know here that it's our first experience with the car, for me and for Citroën Racing. So no, I feel pretty good, and I take a lot of pleasure.
Let's take take a look at the action within the WRC2 Support Championships. Then here with Yazid Al-Raji.
Number one, the finger, number one. Here we go. Yazid Al-Raji. Went quite well in the first stage of the morning, Bex.
Well,
what happened in the second one?
It went horribly wrong, unfortunately, for Yazid. A roll on the second stage in Montilerno would pay to his day. Both the crew okay, but such a shame for Yazid. He was mixing it up in the top 3 in WRC2, battling it out with Nasser Al-Attiyah.
It was about 10 k's after there that he started to roll down the mountainside.
Now, strangely enough, this is the man who then was in the lead. It was Nasser Al-Attiyah. Strong driver, Jules. We saw victory from him. Just looking back to Argentina, exactly the same place as Yazid. Nasser would come a cropper as well. He went off the road.
Quite bizarre. 2 Ford Fiesta Regional Rally cars stopped and off in the same place.
So this is the top 3 then at the end of Saturday. It is Sebastian Chardonnay in 3rd position in WRC2. It's been a strong effort so far with the R5 here in Italy.
Bernardo Sosa, he had problems this morning in the long stage in Montilerno, damaging a wheel, having to stop and change it, and then hurting his arm as well.
Actually suffered a muscle spasm in his arm, which was causing all kinds of dramas getting through Montilerno. But he managed to do it. He's in 2nd position. But in the lead of WRC2, it is our flamboyant Italian driver. It is Lorenzo Bertelli. He's looking for his first win in WRC2. At the moment, he is in prime position. Can he achieve that? He's got 4 more stages on the final day between him and his dream.
So the darling of the Italian public female side but are definitely wanting Lorenzo Bertelli to make his way through. Beautiful jump over the Montilerno one. But yeah, big pressure for him, but he has a 1 minute 24.3 second lead with 4 stages to go. Bernardo Sosa is in 2nd, Sebastian Chardonnay in 3rd. Abdullah Aziz Al-Kawari is in 4th, and Yuri Protozov, after problems, is now in the top 5.
Let's make our way back then to the WRC action.
Okay, now this was the road section that we did in the morning. Back again in the afternoon. They're on the other side of the road now.
It's looking a bit relaxed.
Was up there, and then on the road mode, there's no power to get out.
This is Jari talking about the moment that he had as Nicolas Gilsol gets himself prepared to go into the stage.
Montiolio then 2nd running, stage 12 overall. Here we go. What is going to happen this time around? This is Robert Kubica. Now, things were going well for Robert. Unfortunately, they went wrong on this stage.
He was having a very, very, very strong run. But unfortunately for him, he was about to hit something a bit more solid than his suspension. Rock hidden inside those bushes, basically taking the front wheel off.
That was the end of the day for Kubica, unfortunately.
We just around 1.5, 2K to the end. Not really on the corner, just small bend. I was too much on the edge, and there was big rock on the half of the road, and we clipped it and took off the wheel. Yeah, it wasn't. It was good rally, but yeah, bad luck or just. Yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest, because yeah, it's difficult to say something. You do very good rally in no risk at all, and then in not really a corner you are taking off the wheel. But yeah, that's how it is.
Disappointment then for Kubica. Let's take a look at the M Sport crew of Elvin Evans and Dan Barrett. Now, Elvin was here last year in a WRC car. This was his first opportunity last year in a WRC car, Jules. He's really getting into this rally. The times are improving. Malcolm Wilson's letting him off the reins a little bit more to push a bit harder.
Also, Montiolio was a stage he did last year identically, so he had pace notes from there. He did say they were a bit wayward now with a year's more experience. They needed to be a bit better, and that's what he was doing on the first run, making them better for the second run. Oh, Oh, that's a GoPro on its side now.
Well, I'm glad it's just the camera and not the car.
Okay, Andreas Mikkelsen here, 4th place. That battle that he had, or having, sorry, with Mads Osberg, the other Norwegian. I was a bit lost there, sorry.
Come on, Jules, get with the program.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of drama as Andreas pulled up at the final stop line, at the final stage. Small fire. I think there was some oil leaking out of
Big
the...
rock in the middle of the road, I'm not...
That was it. Big rock in the middle of the road, I've got to go.
Yep, they had hit a rock. They'd actually broken a damper.
And the oil just dropping onto the brake disc just caused a small, titchy little fire. Matt's saying in this stage that he wasn't so comfy, he didn't have the splits that he wanted, so he drove to what he felt was a comfortable pace.
Now, going into the final stage of the day into Montilerno, Mads would extend his lead massively over Mikkelsen due to the fact that Mikkelsen had that broken damper.
Okay, it was in the Montilerno stage, the 2 stages in the afternoon. Montiolia first. What could Ogier do? He lost 6.3 seconds in the morning run. Could he take time back out of Jari-Matti Lantner? Well, the answer was yes. And his day was going to get even better.
It was going to get better, but unfortunately for Jari-Matti,
Jari had a bad afternoon.
he certainly did.
In Montiolia, the first stage of the afternoon, this happened. Stall, bit of a spin, 5 or 6 seconds lost. Jari agitated, frustrated, distracted at the end of the stage. It was then to make a mistake in the last one.
As he went into Montilerno, in the opening splits we noticed that he lost time. Basically, the rear of the car had jumped out of a rut, he hit a rock, damaged the wheel, had to change it, lost 2 minutes. That was the lead gone down to 3rd position, but not far away from 2nd, but devastating for Jari-Matti, who was in the lead. Confirmation of that change around. Sebastian Ogier is now our new rally leader, with Mads Osberg moving into 2nd position. Jari-Matti dropping down to 3rd, 2 minutes off the lead, 21 seconds behind Osberg. Mikkelsen 4th, Elvin Evans in 5th position. What a change around for Jari-Matti.
Huge disappointment for him. He has that small chance of getting Osberg back. He is going to want to take those points, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's going to push. We've got 4 stages remaining on the final day of the rally, including that all-important power stage, of course. Do join us for Rally Italy Day 3.